What's up guys, Cloudie here checking in from the America server, and in this video I'm gonna cover Trial of the Earth, so fighting Imet, the courage of the desert. There are two reasons for making this video right now. One is that the newly released character Taily essentially replaces all the recommended heroes, and the other is that I've been wanting to get a soul weapon for my Priscilla and also to upgrade the existing soul weapon of my Seria, so figured I might as well switch over to this one and make a quick guide about it while I'm at it. So let's just get to it, guys. It's fairly long. So let's see what skills Imet has. The first one, the boomerang, every 18 seconds he stomps the ground, which is a knockdown effect, and then throws his weapon, which is a knockback, and deals a lot of damage. So this is essentially a CC move with some damage. We will see how we go through that. I will be using Loman for that. Send Prison. So every 28 seconds, everyone except the lowest physical defense person will be entombed in a sand prison, which you cannot resist or remove. And then Imet will use Swift Execution, which is essentially a one-shot skill, more or less. And if it kills the target, then the next lowest physical defense target is freed from the prison and will cast Swift Execution again. If this doesn't kill anyone, then Imet will be knocked down and takes increased damage. So that's something to look forward to. Let's see. The third major skill he has is the Desert Guardian's Bladecraft. Every 15 seconds he spins his weapon in the front and dealing continuous damage. While this skill is active, his block chance is going up, and he constantly dispels himself. This is important, and we will see in the talent selection for Taily why this is an important point. And each time Imet successfully blocks an attack for the duration of the skill, Imet's attack increases. So he continuously will block, and his damage goes up as he is blocking. So obviously you don't want him to do that. So the healing here is that when Imet's CC gauge is depleted, you will get a heal from Cain. Okay, Swift Execution. And finally, Guardian of Secranel. So his defense and attack speed cannot be decreased. Also, additionally, after phase 6, his damage will, when he damages someone, he will leave a bleed stack on them, which keeps stacking up, and will deal more damage. It doesn't last too long, but since he keeps hitting, unless you knock him down, you will keep stacking these up, and yeah, that will hurt. Okay, let's just see the team. Now I'm running Seria, so Close and Loman don't really do too much for her, but it would be better to have a chase here, but my Seria is better built than my chase, so alternatively, you could probably try the Sarta, maybe Aselica. Again, for me the problem is, and why I'm doing this on 5 actually, because I do not have really good physical defense. I'm sorry, I mean gear. Just a quick look here, he only has like 92k, would need to at least double this or even go above 200k to hit higher stages in this. Click the wrong button. But let's get to it, let's see how this will work, and then I will show the skill, the Transcendence perks and whatever that I was using. And I will try to explain what I'm doing, when and why. I keep Close on an auto because I don't want to deal with him too. Everyone else I will try to time properly. So we got to watch the quick animation of Imet becoming active. And there we go. Courage of the Desert. So I try to get this this skill in at the start, which is a bit of a risk actually. So this is the knockdown skill. I used Loman to counter it. Maybe a bit slow actually. Okay, yeah, this is a bit so bad timing on that, on the use of that skill, but we are in 5. Okay, so this is the execution skill now. I'm using Taily's S2, so nobody died, we are good. And now Imet is knocked down, so we can do a lot of damage to him. Actually, I should do this too. Oops, forgot to knock down. Okay, so here comes the spinning thing. And are we getting one more execution, I wonder? Yeah, so execution is up. I'm casting S2 with Taily. And now Seria should finish this off in a moment. So yeah, this is 5. 5 is fairly simple because it doesn't do too much damage yet, but you can see the flow of the fight. You use Loman Shield to counter the knockback and to cleanse blood stacks. You use Taily S1 to counter the spinning thing, and you use Taily S2 to counter the execution. And in the between, you just do a lot of damage, or damage when you can, especially during the knockdowns after execution. And that's basically it. The rest is just a gear check. Again, it really helps if you can keep knocking him down again and again, because that in turn will keep healing you back up. As said, sadly I do not have the kind of gear right now for a physical defense tank. I will have to do rerolls and enchants, so just wanted to make the video, and then I will get to that next week or something when I have the time. So this is Seria. Has a lot of attack. She needs to have higher physical defense than Taily does, and I'm using this so she takes less damage, but you could use Book of the Med or even Poi. Okay, let's see. Let's go to Taily because she is the main part here. So she has a little bit less defense than Seria does, so she is targeted for execution, and she's wearing the crown, so she gives the buff to her. Important part here that her unique treasure fixes the block chance reduction to 0. This is very important, so you will not see Imet getting such a high stack during his spinning move. And then we are using his Taily's S1 to reduce the block chance, and with the light perk this is irremovable. Otherwise he would just cleanse it off of himself, so this perk is really important. Second perk that we also need is Taily's S2 light, which will make her immune to all damage. Otherwise she takes half damage, but with this she's immune and essentially she will not die. So this means that her first 2 skills negate all, or pretty much negate the 2 main skills of Imet. We have taken this one. This means that we can use her S3 to boost a little bit more, because the damage increase comes from this power of the Shooty Tribe stack. So this is a good perk for it. And finally I took this one, reduces attack of the hit target by 20%. According to the boss info, his attack can be reduced, so that should help. And we have more HP and monster hunting, so she takes less damage, plus some lifesteal. Blumen is fairly simple. I took this one, so he increases the physical weakness. This is not defense, this should be actually toughness that he reduces, so this should work to increase the damage. And we also use this one because this is also physical weakness. And finally, well, Lumen should have also over 100k physical defense if you are going higher. Sadly mine doesn't, so I wasn't doing anything above 5. And yeah, we can use either a whip or another boosting artifact on Lumen. And finally, this is my close. As you can see, he only has 5 million HP and like 92k physical def. I didn't even have enough fodder to try and get this, and it's not rerolled, as you can see. Ultimately, you want to have physical defense and chance and fully built gear. I would say either Beast of Chaos works or Gritty Frost. You can either have more HP or just damage reduction from Manticore gear, whichever you have. Yeah, he doesn't even have runes, but still I filed that he wasn't up for 6. You want physical block, some block defense, physical toughness, and then all the way physical def. Let's see the perks. You can either go with HP, defense, or monster hunting for reduced damage. You will want battle cry at least on one of your tanks, and you will want experienced fighter to deal more damage. This one, of course, lets you do more damage, always a good thing. This may or may not be needed. Let's see, defense boost versus receives reduce physical damage. Again, as you go higher, you kind of have to check whether it's your tank dying or your team dying. This actually might be better, should redo it. And then there is of course this one. Whenever an ally other than this hero is hit by an attack, increases all physical defense. So this is also worth picking up. Again, I didn't have the actual... so yeah, close would need different perks to run this efficiently. When I go higher, I will definitely redo his perks. I will pick this one up, probably change to this one. I might drop this. That's from his Wolf Knight. Decreases attack of affected targets by 20% when he blocks. Okay. So this would change it from 20% to 30%. But Taily does this too, and I'm not sure if those actually stack. Usually the same effect doesn't stack, so I'm not sure if that extra 10% is worth it. Maybe it's better to get one of the perks from here. And that's basically it, guys. So with close, you just want to keep up his S3 for the reduced damage. Lowman, you use the shield and the knockdowns, and Taily to counter both the spinning attack and then the execution, and then you just need to have the damage to actually kill the boss. So that was it for Taily versus Imet. I hope it was helpful to you guys. If so, feel free to leave a like or a comment or even subscribe. That helps, with the YouTube algorithm, so I'm really grateful if you can do that. And that's it for now. Cloudie out. See you next time. Bye bye.